And a very good morning to everyone. I hope I have all your attention over here. ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಳು ಅರಳಿ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಶಾಸನಗಳಾಗಿ ಶಾಸನಗಳು ಆಸನಗಳಾಗಿ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಂದ ಪದಗಳಿಂದ ಜನಪದ ಮಹಾಜನಪದಗಳಾಗಿ ನೀರಿನ ವರ್ತನೆ ಇಳವಿನ ರಚನೆ ಭರತ ಮುನಿಗಳ ನಾಟ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಪುರಂದರ ದಾಸರ ಕಾಲವಿದ್ಯೆ ಭಾರತ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ತವರು ಭಾರತ ರತ್ನ ಪದ್ಮಭೂಷಣ ವಿಭೂಷಣಗಳಿಂದ ಭಾರತ ವಿಶ್ವಗೆ ಭೂಷಣ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ತವರು ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನ ಸಂಭ್ರಮಿಸಿ and a confidence level. With English, I extend my warm and hearty to everyone who have come from different places to participate in Rangamanch, that is the cultural fest of Keynote and Mahavarika, that is the management fest which we carry every year. Can I get a big round of applause so that the doors, the confidence, everything will be at the top level today. Thank you. With this josh, with this enthusiastic young crowd sitting in front of me, let's get started today's event. As we invoke the divine blessings before starting anything, today we follow the same thing as we are rooted culturally. I now follow Siri Ravikumar and the whole team for the inaugural dance performance. Let's hear it for them. Thank you so much for the wonderful performance. I request all the volunteers to please have the chair and the tables on the stage. Before they set the stage, I would like to ask you all, how is the experience in this audience? In the auditorium right now. How is your experience? Because you all are the youngsters, and youngsters' joy should be at the highest level. Today, India stands with the youngsters. Whatever people say, they say that India is the young nation. I want to hear that youngsters' energy. Can I get a big round of applause? No, this is not the energy. It's all the professors sitting in the front. So they are more enthusiastic and more. Again, a big round of applause. If you clap, I wish you should win the first prize in whatever competitions you are participating. Shall I get one more time? Can we raise the voice with the applause? Can I get again a big round of applause? Let's have movement within your hands. That's fine. Thank you. Almost the stage is done. When your Josh is filled, the people who will be putting there, right, they'll be more enthusiastic, they'll put quickly so that they also need to enjoy the film. So that's why I made you all clap together. So thank you so much. Let's Josh continue throughout. Thank you. Now I would request all the dignitaries to come on the stage and attain the chairs of honor. All the dignitaries to come on stage with our today's chief guest, Siri Ravikumar. Let's hear it up for Siri Ravikumar. Thank you. As we commence this event with the inaugural dance, it's now time to hear a euphonious voice of Srishti Yatgiri. With that euphonious voice, let's start this event formally.
morning, one and all. I, Srishti Yadgiri from KLE BCA by London.
ಮಧುರ ಕಂಠದ ಸುಮಧುರ ಧ್ವನಿ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯದ್ದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತುಂಬು ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ our principal of KLE Subalk, Dr. Prakash R. Kadakol sir, Member Secretary KLE Societies BBA, BCA and BFT institution, to welcome you all for Rangamanch and Mahapadika. Welcome sir.
Good morning to one and all present here. I know there are many hungry youngsters sitting here because of a communication gap. Hopefully after the function you will all have a breakfast. At the outset, I will take this opportunity to welcome the chief guest of today's function, Siri Ravikumar, and calling her only an actress would be doing disservice to her talent. In detail, Amulya will introduce her later, but there is more to her than just being an actress. I also welcome all the principals and coordinators, those both on the stage and off the stage, faculty members who are accompanying the students, and like they always say, last but not the least, the students for whom actually this function is organized. Like I said last time, this is the third time that this function is being organized. Second year back to back. First time it was in Hubli, if I am remember it correctly, BCA OPD is where first time this was organized. And then last year we organized here, and again this year it's here. It's organized in Belgium only because of the infrastructure available. Otherwise, I'm sure every single institution, right from Rangamanch to Malingpur to Athini, everybody can organize, but the kind of infrastructure we have here in terms of 4 big auditoriums, all under one roof, makes it suitable to have an event of this magnitude here, and therefore we have it here. Now coming to the chief guest that I was referring to, without making it difficult for Amulya by telling everything myself, in brief, she is, probably people, Sival will understand, the principals will understand. There is this book called Who Moved My Cheese? And we talk about ham, horse, lips, curry. Yesterday I deliberately did not mention it to her. She is exactly sniff and scurry. Somebody who, by choice, voluntarily takes it upon herself to get out of comfort zone every single time. She's an actress. She's acted in web series way back in 2022 during COVID. She's, I'm told, going to act in micro series. She was an RJ, and she was a singer. She was nominated for playback singing. She also won a Best Actress Award in Filmfare. So that is as wide a range as you can get into. Siri Ravikumar also is part of and the main protagonist in an 8-hour play, 8 long hour Kannada as well as English play that has 4 intervals. Dhurandhar had only one 4 hours, so we have 8 hours and 4 intervals on Mahabharata, and we intend to bring it to Belgium soon with Madam's cooperation. Now coming to for whom it is organized here, I know a lot of efforts have gone in. Maling people have already released a teaser of the short film. Hubli people have released a teaser of their short film. A lot of them have put some BTS things. Tomorrow evening some will win and a lot of them will lose in the conventional sense. I said in the conventional sense because anybody who is not in top 3 generally is perceived as a loser, and anybody is in top 3, 1, 2 and 3 will be considered as a winner. Every principal, coordinator, me included, obviously will put a lot of pressure saying you must do this, you must win this, otherwise you will do this, that. So all that is part and parcel. But the best part about events like this is the event itself. And even better is what you do before you come here. The practices, insecurities, last minute things going wrong. In bigger institutions like one in Hubli, Belgium, etc., maybe some students see each other for the first time because they're from different batches, different divisions. Last time we saw a lot of digital prices going to smaller towns. Nipani, Malingpur, we saw a lot of them. Digital should be conventionally big cities, but we saw a lot of small cities, people coming from small cities winning. I know for sure this year the competition in every event will be at least 10 times more than what it was last year. More competitive. Have fun. Once again, I welcome. Hopefully, you'll have a great time. And may I say, apart from obviously cheering your college students, I think let's learn to appreciate every single good performance. We will not be there here. We will all be there in whatever event you participate. I think please make it a point to acknowledge, appreciate appreciate and compliment good performances. Because once the results are out, only those three are seen as good performances. Nobody else said anything. As you participate, dance, fashion show, solo singing, instrumental, even fine arts, as you keep drawing it, you're all doing it simultaneously. If you find a good performance, a good art, good singing, a good dance, I think we should make it a point to just walk up to them and say, good job, great performance, I enjoyed this. Since we're all from a larger KLE family, as much as we want to win it for our institutions and our own selves, let's also try and compliment, encourage, appreciate anybody and everybody who is doing well in your sphere of competition. As I end my welcome speech, I also thank the management of KLE, generally not seen anywhere, if not for their understanding and freedom to have more and more events like this, it would not have been possible. Once again, I welcome everybody and may the best students and the best institute win. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As sir mentioned clearly, everything is a process of learning, so enjoy the process. Always win with humility, lose with learning. It's a process of learning, never the loss. Everything is a learning. So keep it in that way and have a blast in whatever competitions you all are participating. Moving further, I would like to take this moment in introducing our today's guest. As sir said, there are not many things left for Amulya, but I say, sir, there are so many things to introduce about her that she has done so many things. And I would like to read her a brief introduction with multi-talented, multifaceted face, that is Siri Ravikumar. Born and raised in Bengaluru, Siri Ravikumar is a multifaceted media professional whose career spans theatre, film, radio, television, sports presenting and music. She holds a BA from Mount Carmel College and a Master's in Mass Communication from Christ University. Siri began her professional journey with Radio Mirchi, where she spent 8 enriching years as an RJ, building a strong connection with audiences through her voice and storytelling. Even as radio shaped her media career, theatre remained a constant and defining part of her artistic life. Over the years, she has performed in numerous productions, most recently earning widespread acclaim of Parva, an epic 8-hour play written by Dr. S.L. Bhairappa and directed by Prakash Kadakol, and Love Letters, both of which have consistently run to houseful shows and glowing reviews. Her work in cinema reflects the same versatility. After a series of smaller roles, she made her debut as a lead actor in Sir Kutumba Sameta, followed by a Filmfare Award-winning performance in Swati Muttila Malayali. Beyond acting, she has showcased her skills as a presenter, hosting popular Kannada reality shows and currently engaging millions of viewers as a sports presenter with Star Sports. Music has been another passion throughout her career. She has been trained in Carnatic and Hindustani music. She has lent her voice as a playback singer in films and explored a variety of musical projects. With her distinctive voice, she has also worked extensively in voiceover and narration, adding yet another dimension to her storytelling craft. Passionate, dedicated, and deeply committed to authentic expression, Siri continues to explore new creative avenues, whether on stage, on screen, behind the mic, or through the song. She brings stories to life with honesty, versatility, and heart. It's my immense pleasure to welcome Siri Ravikumar for this grand festival of culture. Welcome. And with all this introduction, I'll not waste my time and directly call Siri Ravikumar to address this gathering. Before her speaks, I would request our principal, Dr. Prakash Kadakol sir, to present a memento and a bouquet to today's chief guest, Siri Ravikumar. And a special memento, I hope most of them love it. It's none other than Puneet Rajkumar. Puneet Rajkumar ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸಿರಿ ರವಿಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. Now I request all the dignitaries to come forward for lighting the lamp, as light is a joy, light is enlightenment. I request all the dignitaries to come forward for lighting of the lamp. ಅಜ್ಞಾನದ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯನ್ನ ಓಡಿಸಿ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶವನ್ನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Thank you, everyone. It's now time to hear our today's chief guest, Siri Ravikumar. Let's hear it up for Siri Ravikumar.
ಹಾಯ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತುಂಬಾ ಹಸಿವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. How many of you are really hungry and not able to sit here? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ. ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಸಾರಿ ಪಾಪ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟು ಹಸುಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಯ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಸರ್, ವಿಭಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ, ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಕರೆದಿರೋದು. ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೀ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಈ ತರ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಸುಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೋಪ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು. ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾವು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಹೇಗೋ ಸೇಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ, ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಏನ್ ವಿಷಯ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸರ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. we were forced to sit and watch everything, but with that also there was a lot of learning. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಲವ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹಂಬಲ್ಡ್. ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಸೆಟೆಡ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಟು ಬಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್, ಫಾರ್ ದ ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಡು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಿತ್ that we have to have all figured out. ಆದರೆ 19-20 ವರ್ಷದ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಫಿಗರ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್. ಈ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, PhD ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟಾಕೋತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೆಲವರು ಖಂಡಿತ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು PUC ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ PUCಲೂ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಐ ಹೇಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 10ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಫಾದರ್ ನಾನು ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕತೆಗಳು ಓದ್ಬೋದು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ ಒದ್ದಾಡಿದೆ. However, after my PUC, I continued doing arts. I did psychology, literature, journalism. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ I hit a dead end. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಆ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಬ್ರೇಕಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟಕಗಳು ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಸುಚಿತ್ರಾ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂತ, ಇವಾಗ ಸುಚಿತ್ರಾ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೀ, ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟಕ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ. ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಏನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ತಂದ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. So that's how theatre started for me. When I took that year break, thinking what I should do next, and I started doing theatre. And after that, I got a little clarity. I wanted to study more, and I did my masters. Along the way, I did my internship with Radio Mirchi. Avaglu nanu yen job madodu, yen kate, I had not figured out anything. I joined Radio Mirchi. I became a producer. I was not an RJ when I started initially. Producer antare show plan madodu, content ready madodu to help the RJ. So I did that for a few months, and RJ nalli volu shuru aitu. And my programming head was kind enough. She said, I really like your voice, I like the way you think. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೊತ್ತು, ಸಿಟಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೊತ್ತು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಟಿ, ನೀವೊಂದು ಶೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ? ಹೌದಾ, how to do this? So I started doing Sunday shows. Gradually from Sunday show, I started doing a regular show and a drive time show, and I was already doing a lot of things by then. ಆಮೇಲೆ a lot of film networking ಆಯಿತು, and ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಅಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಕಥೆಗಳು, ಹೊಸ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಆಯಿತು. Then I said, why not? I should try cinema. All this was very uncomfortable. Okay, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸರ್ತಿನೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಅಂತೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ I just started doing everything that I felt like doing. Nothing was comfortable. Nobody made me feel welcome. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ I put myself in situations where it really wasn't very easy. So when I look back, ನಾನು ಮಿರ್ಚಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 8 ವರ್ಷ ಮುಗಿದೋಗಿದೆ. 3 ವೆಬ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, 3 ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಸುಮಾರು ನಾಟಕಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. I was doing a show, I was hosting a show in colors. So when I look back, I thought like I have so many things to do, and there's still so many more things to do. So ಇವಾಗಲೂ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I swear I don't know. I also started a new venture where I started my own small business, because ಒಂದು ಎಳೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ವಿಶಾಲವಾಗಿದೆ ಜಗತ್ತು, ಇಷ್ಟು ವಿಶಾಲವಾಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸೊ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಲಿಯೋದು, ಶೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಐ ನೆವರ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಲೀಡ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ ವೆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ exploring, experimenting is when you will figure it out, or you may never figure out. But when you look back, there are so many things you have achieved. So small wins, small little boring things every day, and putting yourself in an uncomfortable spot is the only way to go. So the myth to have all figured out, even what you all must be 19 to 21 range, all of you are that old. Too young or too old? ಏನೋ ಒಂಚೂರು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಾಪ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ದೋಸೆ ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ. So I'm assuming I really feel this is such a prime age for you all to figure out, to make mistakes, to fail. I think ನೀವು ಬೇಗ ಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. I think you have to do different things. You have to find your voice. You have to fail. ನೀವು fail win not in terms of or ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ conventional sense ಅಲ್ಲಿ you may not win, but you would have won a lot of experience, a lot of life lessons. This is one learning, is that you don't have to have it figured out. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಳೆ ಏನು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I think that's the best answer to start off with. So don't get stuck and ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಹರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೋ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ you figure out whether you want it or not. I think figuring out is eliminating. In chemistry, concentration anತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Concentration is elimination of distractions. So to eliminate things, you have to try them, and then you can focus on that one thing that you want. And ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, you have to find your voice. Voice ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ in terms of ಒಂದು ಛಲ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಜಿದ್ದು, ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಲೈಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಯೋರ್, ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ 200K ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂತು ಮಗ, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು, ಫಾಲೋ ದ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಹುಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ನೀವು ಸುಮಾರು ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಆದರೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ನೀವು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೋರ್ ಓನ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಸೆ ಪಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು he was really ill and all this.
Just one can go from each institution, have your ID cards from there, and then later you can proceed towards your competitions, and the hall is allotted according to your competitions. Lights are getting dim. The voice is getting low. I can feel and sense your breath. With this sense of breath, with this cool tone in the cold auditorium at this moment, let's have the General Championship launch of Rangamanch 2026.
ट्रॉफी मेरी है, कोई भी मुझे रोक नहीं सकता इसे पाने से।
तुम पावर समझो, ये सिर्फ लड़ाई नहीं, ये विरासत है।
तेरे शब्द कुछ काम नहीं करेंगे यार।
हर कीमत पे ये ट्रॉफी नहीं लेके जाऊंगा।
और मेरे चलते हैं रूल्स, और उन रूल्स को अपने हिसाब से बदलता रहता हूँ मैं, तो उन्हें चुपचाप फॉलो करो। अगर इसके अलावा कुछ और करने की कोशिश भी की तो तेरे टुक्कों को टाइगर का हुक्म।
सपनों का बोझ है, जो लोग लगातार कोशिश करते हैं वही इसको जीतते हैं।
Thank you. We all are fighting for this GC. At the last, I would like to leave you all with one sentence. With the most effort, sometimes we end up losing. With least effort, sometimes we end up winning. It's not about win or lose. As I said, it's always the process of learning. So I wish you all the best for all the competitions you are participating in, and have a blast. Thank you once again, everyone.